When it comes to matters of love and tenderness, sometimes you need only the love doctors. Love doctors, you're on the love gurus. Hey, guys, I had a really embarrassing moment yesterday, and I need to get your opinion on it. My father-in-law's staying with us, and, well, long story short, we had a little incident, and he definitely saw me getting out of the shower. He was so very embarrassed, but maybe looked a little longer than I would have liked for him to. And I'm wondering if I say anything to my husband, because this man has begged me not to. Should I tell my husband that his dad did, in fact, see me full frontal naked?
The dad begs her not to say anything?
Mm-hmm.
That's fishy. 100% you say
fishy?
something.
What?
Yes.
I think it's weird.
Imagine your
it's weird.
mother-in-law seeing you naked and then saying, please don't say anything.
He's just embarrassed, I would imagine.
I would be embarrassed. She'd probably laugh.
Why
first on
is
me, like,
he embarrassed? She's the one who should be embarrassed. She was the naked one.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any harm in telling him. It was an accident, I think, for the most part. Right? It was an accident.
I would hope so.
I think it was an accident. Okay, maybe now Amy's swaying. Maybe it's a little fishy.
He looked for a really long time.
I
You
think
see a
I'll
naked
no,
person, you
wait,
go, wow,
hold on.
sorry, and you
I mean,
look away.
not if it's a really good-looking naked person.
Yeah.
His daughter-in-law.
I don't like. Some people do react to things slower than others, and elderly do seem to react slower to things. Than others. Like if I threw out a baseball at him too, he'd probably also have a harder time catching it. You know what I'm saying? He probably
Sure.
can't see. How's his vision?
It's true. Maybe he was just trying to figure out who that was. He was just like squinting, trying to figure out what it
is
was.
that?
Maybe he's one that, how some
know
people
what?
really see with their hands.
Let's reevaluate this. If he maybe didn't have his readers on, he probably didn't see anything anyways. He probably just saw a blurry blob.
Oh. Please don't say anything. I'm so embarrassed.
What's his vision? I need to know.
I do think you got to say something just because that's your spouse and there shouldn't necessarily be secrets. But I think you say, like, listen, I think he was really embarrassed. He didn't want you to know. I think he just feels weird about it.
Yeah.
And what is he going to do? Hey, way to see my wife naked.
Meet you in the backyard, Dad. Let's go fight this.
Probably okay.
Divorce. I can't have this in my life anymore.
Hey. Next up, Love Doctors. Love Doctors, young love gurus. My boyfriend and I have been teasing each other really since the start of our relationship 2 years ago. And at first it was cute, but now it kind of annoys me. When it really bothers me, I tell him to stop, and he usually does. And now I want him to quit it altogether. Sometimes he teases me about things I'm eating or how I'm dressing or my weight or my intelligence. And I think that maybe sometimes it's a little mean-hearted, and I just want it to stop. How do I explain this?
Just say he's hurting your feelings. And if he says, well, it's a joke, say, yeah, sometimes jokes are funny because there's a little bit of truth behind them. And I don't think I'm an idiot.
The iMessage is kind of what you went with.
Yeah.
I think, okay, it's gone on long enough. I'm not going to, I feel like I've ran into this before where, you think you're joking around.
Yeah.
But you have to remember that's your significant other. It's not your buddy. It's not one of your friends or whatever that you can just, give a hard time to. This is your significant other. And so people just have different senses of humors, and a lot of times a woman's sense of humor and a man's sense of humor is very different how they interact with friends. So it's just remembering look, I'm your girlfriend, I'm not your buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I 100% agree. I think what you do is you come out on it. You say, listen, I know we've done this for a while. I know I've kind of participated in it. I don't like it. You express you don't want to do it anymore. And if it continues, I honestly think that might be a relationship deal breaker because you romantically, somebody should be bringing you up.
Sure.
Not putting you down.
Sure.
You could walk into a room and I could be like, sup, ugly. And you'd be like, sup, ugly. And we would just that's our relationship.
Yeah.
If Amy walked in, we're like, sup, ugly.
I would cry.
It would be the end of that
Should
relationship.
have tried it. Dang it.
Granted, that's not romantic, but it's a gender thing, right? It's just that's not how people act.
That is true. Guys
We're mean to each other, too.
how they say these things
Yeah.
are so rude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're blunt. And I will say there is what you said, though. There's truth to it. Whatever
Yeah.
he's saying does have some truth behind it.
Probably thinks you're a
Yeah.
little stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
The more we talk about it, I'm not sure you should be in that relationship.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Yeah.
And finally, Love Doctors, you are the love gurus. I met this girl. Her name is Emma. I really enjoy her. I guess you could say we're kind of dating. It's been a couple of months. However, I've recently had her confess to me that she does have an OnlyFans page where she does some pretty provocative stuff, makes good money, and she said if I'm going to be in a relationship with her, I need to be okay with that. Would most people be okay with their significant other having an OnlyFans page? I probably wouldn't personally, but it's a person-by-person thing, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't, but I'm happy that she told you the truth. Like, without you having to ask, she just brought it up to you.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to say, if you want to be in a relationship, you have to subscribe. Okay. He's like, I can see it for free.
I'm with zero. I think I don't think it would be my jam personally. Well, it depends how much you're making. I mean, you could be my sugar mama?
I think where it would probably end is the first time that you were like, hey, have you met my girlfriend, Emma? And the guy was like, man, I can't put it. Do I know you from somewhere? Like, I feel like we've met before. The first time you experienced that, you'd be like, you know what? I'm good. That's the end of that relationship, right?